Alright, good morning. Hitchhiking Europe, day 58. I'm somewhere in Wales. Good morning, everyone. On the later side of starting times for this stream. But still, nice little morning. Here with my Welsh family. Lesbian Lunchbox, good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Have some more regularly scheduled programming hitchhiking today. They did offer me a ride a bit further east, but I'm like, just gotta keep the hitchhiking going. The weather's actually really nice today, so at least it is right now. As you can maybe see, there's blue sky. Blue sky in Wales? It's insane. Morning, dude. How was your night with the couple? They were so friendly. Yeah, they were very friendly. It was a good night. After I turned it off, just kind of hung out with them a little bit. Just chilled. Got all my batteries charged. I shaved. It's good. It's good. Vapors, good morning. Oh, and Impact's here. What's going on, sexy? Is it because I shaved? I'll go clean up faces. Morning. Everyone must think I'm so weird. It's blue skies in South Wales too. Wow. All of Wales is beautiful today. Ed the Bear, good morning. The Ultimate Fails, hello. Zarek, Rao, good morning. Mad Chirpy, good morning. Droods, look fresh, thank you. I got snacks. I had a bowl of Rice Krispies. Oh, I can feel that chin chiseling through my computer screen to give me a kiss. Have at ye. Louis. Yeah, the second breakfast, though. Let's finish the Welsh cake. Good morning, man. I don't catch your stream anymore because of the time difference. I'll be in a different time zone and streaming in time zones that work better for you at some point. You'll be able to watch again. Is the salon right there? Get a haircut? Doesn't look very open. There is a car blocking the entrance. I'm thinking it's closed in some way, shape, or form.
Oh. You're going far?
Sorry?
You're going far?
Yeah, I make a documentary on hitchhiking, so been through Iceland, England, Scotland, Ireland, now Wales on this trip. But just to show people what hitchhiking's like.
Alright.
Yeah. Are you local here?
Are you doing it for charity?
I'm doing it just to show people what it is. I'll give you a card if you want to see what it is.
I've seen something on Facebook or...
So it gets broadcast to a website called Twitch TV.
Oh, that's hitchhiking.
But no, in my life, now I've hitchhiked through 27 countries, been picked up about 1,100 times. Yeah. I just go around.
Do you go on the roads or up the tops?
I go like to the roads. I'll probably hitchhike on a bus lay-by or something like that around here, and just I'm heading east right now to England again, and then to Dover, and then to France.
You're going that way, are you?
I think it's that. Yeah, it's that way. That was east, right?
Conway.
Conway. Yeah, that way.
Well, do you know that the road, if you follow this road, comes to the A55?
Yeah. It reconnects with the A55.
You can't turn right on the A55 towards Conway, you have to go back to the roundabout.
Okay, roundabout and then that way, okay. Yeah. Alright, good information.
Otherwise, but the thing is,
yep.
You go down here,
yep.
You go through the walls, you'll know what I mean by the walls.
Yeah.
There's no pavement. There's a turning on your left, says to the beach, over the footbridge. follow that, you come to the main road, you've got to turn left past the garage, over
Okay.
the footbridge, and then there's a cycle path through to Conway.
Okay, over the footbridge. Okay.
Or you can go over the Swiftman Pass
Over a mountain?
into Conway. That's a nice walk. If you,
Well, it would be a nice walk,
obviously
wouldn't
you like walking.
it? I do a decent amount of walking.
Go at the top of this road here.
Yeah.
Well, not the top. Go past this junction where the car is now. Past
Yep.
that, carry on going. So turning on your left.
Okay.
Up the hill, turn left, and it'll take you between
Between
these two hills here. You
Okay.
can see where the valley is now.
Is that a road or a path?
It's a road.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice views looking back this way.
Okay.
And then it goes over, then drops right into Conway.
Yeah.
It'll save you, you know.
Going out and around and
Yeah,
down and
that's
through.
about-
All right.
that's
Hey,
about the best.
I appreciate the advice.
Okay.
Have a good day. How you shaved? I know it's pretty funny, isn't it? How did you shave? With a razor? The most viewed just chatting clips of the day. By putting you in your video. Yeah, I don't mind people putting me in their YouTube videos. No tent takedown. I know, I was sleeping on a couch. Too awkward for you. Good morning. Like, you guys are missing out with part of my morning routine. I already had like a cup of tea. You guys are usually here for my cup of tea. What are we supposed to do now? Where did you shave, rather? I was given a place to stay by some shop owners that one let me sit outside their storefront because it was raining, but the store was closed, so I sat there. I'm like hunkering down. Then I came there. I'm like, oh, sorry, didn't know you were gonna come here. Like, yeah, you can stay there. Then they went inside. They were working on stuff. They were laying an Ethernet cable. Like, would you like a cup of tea? I'm like, yeah. Like, would you like to come inside? Yeah. Would you like to come in for dinner? Yeah. Would you like to do some laundry? Or would you like to have a shower? Yes. Would you like to do some laundry? Yes. Would you like to stay here? Yes. Morning, Mumi Jamala Maka Bremen Dolan. Mouthful. Lunchbox, been waiting an hour for you to go live. Well, I'm live now. Did you get their number? They seem really nice. Should have kept contact. They have all my contact info. Vapors, you're awake. I'm gonna make tea. What time is it there? 5 hours? 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Tomedy, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I appreciate the 100 bits. Tomedy. Having my second breakfast. Which is yes, man. I think that's the best way to do it when you're traveling. You know? Be open to new experiences. Adam, good morning. It's just so nice. It's still a little breezy, but like it's not that bad. What kind of burgers that? These are Tanny Castle Welsh cakes. And they've got an award saying great taste from 2016. Heading to Ireland soon. I just came from there. I have a second interview. I'm too excited to sleep. A second interview. I didn't know you had a first interview. Where are you interviewing? Going fishing? I don't know. I got distracted with everything that went on last night. We didn't plan out any fishing thing. Guessing since it wasn't planned, it probably won't happen. It takes some planning. Hey, Lord Falky. You can't compartmentalize your dirty and your clean clothes in your bag. I have a clean clothes bag. It's a Sea to Summit Sil Nylon, like, dry sack. And once things are dirty, I just store them loose in my bag. A bakery. That makes sense. That fits with your interests. Well, good luck on your second interview. Are you gonna show them the hitch cake you made? Because you should. You're the official baker of the Twitch channel Hitch. How many shirts, pants do you travel with? 3 shirts, 1 pair of pants. Queenie Booney TV, thank you very much. Glad you enjoy the stream. Can you drive, by the way? I have my Class 5 driver's license in Canada. My full license. If someone asked me to drive in their right-hand wheel drive standard manual transmission car, I'd probably say no. Backpack this up. It's an Osprey Aether, A-E-T-H-E-R, 60 liter. Didn't they give you breakfast? Yes, but this is second breakfast. Got a problem with second breakfast? Good morning, Selected Dog Monk. Yeah, Lynn's driving an automatic, like most people in North America. Like younger now, facial hair tends to, yeah, age someone, make them look more mature. Alright, so I still haven't touched my hummus, so we'll have to snack on that later. I have a full package of digestive biscuits now. I still have the Snickers. And I was given a couple bars as well. So I've got some decent options for food here. Let's see if I can pack these away in my bag. Tuwalker for you, thank you so much for the 222 bits. New week, happy hitching. Thank you very much, Tuwalker for you. Happy hitching. Let's do it. Jones will jam in the middle if you can. That does sound good. Can't use today? Yeah. 60 liters enough then for your tent clothes and things? I hope so, because that's what I got. Yes, it is. Streams are so fun. Well, thank you, John Matrix. Morning, OMG Gem. Yeah. And hummus. It's kind of the wild card here, is hummus. Ever plan on making a series on how to hitch, like a step-by-step guide? It's so simple. And I kind of do that every day. Kind of talk about my thought process on why I hitchhike, where I hitchhike, and how I hitchhike. But I do want to, like, probably, like, make a YouTube channel and have, like, weekly highlights posted on there. And then we could do, like, a how to hitch video. Dog following you last week was so funny. One that kept barking. The smallest dogs always have the biggest attitudes. Where should I put this hummus? If this breaks, well, I can just put it in the plastic bag. That would help. Hummus. Read a book? Maybe. Favorite town so far of UK? Oh, I couldn't pick a favorite town. I like lots of places. I'm bad at picking favorites. There's just the whole mountain behind the village was on fire. Really? Poor mountain. Did the village escape okay? I don't know. England today, maybe. Ooh, what sign should we use though? We're going east on A55. I have an A55 sign. So I could just use the A55 sign? That's probably fine. That is fine. Come to Exeter, I'll make you a cuppa. That's south, right? I went through there. Is that Corn? Well, no. Wait, where is it? What area is that? I think I went past there. I went through it. I hitchhiked out of it. At a motorway service station, I think. I like hummus with carrot sticks. That's a good combo. Going through London. I already did. Will I go through there again? Yet to be determined. Let's go. Let's. Oh, hold up. Hold up. I have to figure out how I cross this pedestrian bridge thing. Devon. Okay. Morning. Okay. Over, left, right, left, right. Boom, shakalaka. Wakataka. Maka waka. Alright, where's the lay-by? Value. There. Is that back this way? Oh yeah, it's back that way. Okay, easy. Please come to Kent. I don't know where Kent is. Told my niece about you. Now she asks about you. She's 5. Haha. That's good. I have to learn how to be good with kids. I'm almost an uncle here. Probably like, damn, how that almost to afford Gore-Tex. Well, Gore-Tex doesn't have to necessarily be expensive. Told my cats about you and they don't ask about you. I bet they do. You just choose to not hear it. You just don't want to know that they care more about me than they do of you. Biggie Blue, UK, good morning. Southeast coast closest to France. Oh, then probably I will be coming through there because my plan is to probably go to Dover and then try to hitchhike to France. Sister hasn't had her baby yet? Not yet. Hitchwiki, Iraq. What does it say about Iraq? I don't think I've looked up Hitchwiki's article on Iraq. But I have read up on some Middle East hitchhiking and the people that have done it there. Run into extremely kind and generous people from the accounts I've read. Did you ever hitchhike through Oklahoma? Yeah. Got picked up by a guy that did 38 years in prison there. You survive hitchhiking on $500 a month? I survived hitchhiking on like $300 a month for 8 months. Back in 2015, averaged $11 US a day, including flights and stuff like that. So if we're actually just looking at our day-to-day costs, they're less than $10 a day. But the larger overall trip costs brought that average daily cost up a bit. Printer says anything north of Kurd territory is okay, but still sketchiest. Anything south of Kurd territory is no. Okay. It's sketchy-ish. Good old sketchy-ish. What do you think of Oklahoma for the rest of the world? Hitchhiking was fine. It was hot. I was only there for a brief amount of time. I got dropped off right at the Kansas-Oklahoma border one night, and by the end of that day, I crossed into Arkansas, some Siloam Springs or something like that. Is that the right place? Coming to Nottingham or Mansfield? I don't know. I don't have a plan too much. But like I just said, I'm probably going. That's not this next one. Probably going to Dover to try and get to France. But how I get there, I have no clue. What do you do if you get ill? Deal with it. If you're ill enough that you need like a doctor, I have travel medical insurance. How long have you been in the UK for? Well, this whole trip hasn't been in the UK. I started in Iceland, then I flew to Bristol, and that was UK, and I don't know how it has in England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, that was UK. Then I crossed, wait, is this right? Crossed from Northern Ireland to Republic of Ireland, which is no longer in the United Kingdom. And I was there for a couple of weeks. Then I crossed back into Wales, which is in the UK. So I spent most of this trip in the UK. Wait, what is this place? That road didn't exist before. That's new. Interesting. In trips you did before streaming, what was the size of your backpack? Like, I used the same backpack before that. I actually had a 70-liter backpack. I just wasn't always filled to capacity. Oh, that wind's cold. Morning Rage Against the Keyboard. You have an Insta? Yeah, Hitch_live. Stay sober most days? Yeah, I try to. You guys try to get me to drink. It's your bad influences on this little hitchhiker. I need to use gloves. My hands are cold. How do you say where you are? I was taught yesterday, but I don't remember. I don't remember. I did, I think, a half-decent job at doing a repeat after me of it, but I can't remember. I'd have to look at the VOD and listen to that and repeat after me again. Rage Against the Keyboard, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Twitch Hikers. Thank you very much. Go to Amsterdam? I might. Smoke a dupe for me? I don't smoke. M-Pop girl ever message you? No. She said I smelled. But you know what? I'm a clean hitchhiker. We reset the shower clock. We were at 6 days yesterday. Now it's day 1. Morning, day 58. Day 58, almost 2 months. Hope all is well. Shane does bad. All is well. Morning, sat at the airport. Watching you, went through security too early. Play the credit card game. Get a premium credit card. First year free. One that gives you free lounge access. Then you can get free access to some airport lounges. And you just get free food and alcohol. So then it's not too bad of a thing to show up too early. Wind chill 3 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it's a decent wind. When you work out, do you focus more on cardio or weightlifting? I focus on walking with a backpack on. I don't really go to the gym that much. I guess have an active lifestyle. That's it. How's the best way to support you? Donations, bits, subscriptions? Donations would be your dollar for dollar, the most significant way to support the stream. Up here and right, okay. Did you email Eve Pop? I don't have her email. Look at that mountain. It's a nice mountain you got there. Just like your Insta, have you thought doing pics with the town sides place to go? Yeah, well, except the difficulty is like people pick me up hitchhiking and then they're driving places, and I'd have to, usually we drive past town places and they're going into them or whatever. I'd have to be like, excuse me, can you please pull over, nice person that's going the other way, to help a complete stranger so I can take a quick Instagram photo. I don't like asking favors of people that pick me up hitchhiking. They're already going way out of the way to help me. Consider yourself to be a loner? No, hitchhiking is a very social way of traveling. I hang out with you guys too. Just climb the mountain real quick. Just a quick mountain climbing session. I did want coffee, I could get coffee. No, I already had tea. We're good. No horses. Shame. Where are we headed? That way. Through a tunnel. Uh-oh. Tunnel. Cell reception. That way. Morning, Narcotian. Will it be faster and cooler? I think it'd be difficult with the backpack. What do you think? I'm going down there. I just want to quickly look at the coastline from this point here. Oh, this place is sheltered from the wind with these metal sides. Did you go through Snowdonia yet? Yeah. That's quite a nice coastline. Probably hold the record for most consecutive days streamed on Twitch. I don't. I think there's people that have streamed every single day for years. And like, I haven't really taken a day off on this trip, but one day wasn't streaming because I was traveling. That's where I'm gonna hitchhike up there, guys. I'm gonna need gloves. Ooh, maybe I should pull up the orange gloves. Alright, where do I want to stand for this? Near the start of the sleigh by, so you'll have time to see me and pull in behind me. But if I'm just at the end of the sidewalk, then people won't be able to see me from a decent distance. Morning, Hitch, good to see you on the move again. I was worried you'd end up moving in with that family from last night. I was close. Line of sight's kind of impeded by how far this thing juts out. I'll need gloves because this wind chill's hurting any exposed skin. Just trying to like, I don't get the best line of sight here. Still being off the road. Like I could go out, jet out here a little bit. And I'll still be kind of behind the guardrail. I am probably standing like right here. People can pull into there. They give you brekkie? Yeah, I had a quick breakfast. You go there for the moment. Nope. Actually, you gotta stand up. You gotta stand up. Dude, you don't want to be there? I do want to be here. After 1,100 lifts, I know where I want to be. Crossing takes some time, I don't know what that means. Timer not yet. I haven't started hitchhiking. I want my orange gloves. Okay, or timer start, that's fine. One way or another. Stop. Now there's lots of spots below. Traffic's fast and the line of sight isn't the best in the world. It'll work. Okay, come on. Where are my orange gloves? Where are you? There you go. Timer start, hurry up. I'm trying! My orange gloves are lost. Orange gloves. High vis. Just so visible. Can't stand like that near a white line, it's illegal. No, it's okay. Wait, whoa, hold up. We've got the legal experts already this morning. You can't do that! Seeing the spot seems kind of weird, but okay. Really know what's unsafe about it. Like, traffic's fast. I'm way more than a lane width away from the actual flow of traffic. There's a whole bike path on this highway, and this is an actual lay-by. It's a bus stop that they no longer use as a bus stop. If this isn't appropriate to hitchhike in, then I don't know what is. I've done a lot of hitchhiking. No, stand up. Is there a stick here? the A55 side. Woo! Here. I'll need to up the brightness too. I'm gonna try and see land dude. No, I don't know where that is. Oh god, dang it. Dang it! You want the ass sign? Oh baby. Took 5 minutes, 30 seconds to get ready. It happens. These gloves look comfortable, they are. A55 mean it's a road name. It looks really emo today, perfect. Talking about. The touch screen on these gloves is broken. Why is it broken? Thumbs up, but that sign is too much. Where are you getting that impression from? Oh, okay. These gloves. The touchscreen on these things are broken. adjust my position a little bit. Pretty much behind this median thing. Just a little bit up for this people can see me from a further distance. Lots of traffic experts know. This is Twitch, everyone's an expert on everything. Vibration, cars are very fast. This is where you hitchhike. You hitchhike on roads, sometimes roads are fast. I'd like you to point out a position where cars aren't fast on this road. Carriageway? Yeah, they can. Much better line of sight now. There's a whole lay-by. It's a bus stop that's no longer a bus stop, essentially. So if you pull into this stop, you're about 2 lanes away from the furthest traffic. It's a very wide pull-out. Alright, just because you guys are complaining. In what world is it not safe to stop there? Can you explain which world it's unsafe to stop there? Do you see how far away it is from traffic? I've had people pull over in 80-mile-an-hour speed limits. Where's that? North to South Dakota? Is it 80 or is it 75? What's the speed limit in North and South Dakota? Anyway, very fast interstate highway. Nice thing about the Dakotas is you can walk on any highway you want to. If you want to walk down the interstate, you can. In most states, you can't walk down the interstate. It's kind of surprising that they're experts on hitchhiking too. Being that it's mostly a video game live streaming website. Considered using a foam finger? Yes, I have, and I think I'd like to at some point. I haven't before. I think it'd be fun. Is it legal hitchhiking in Europe? Yeah. Police ever stop to talk to you? Yeah, they'll stop to talk to you, but it's not illegal, so they just stop to talk to you. Last time you hold that thumb up, longest wait time is 8.5 hours. Whereabouts are you heading to?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Oh, what about?
Yeah.
I'm going all the way to Smudge, Mould Way.
Oh, I'm just headed generally east into England eventually, so anywhere that way.
Yeah. I'm on the way there.
Yeah, perfect, cool. Before I hop in, I make a live video documentary on hitchhiking, so I have a camera. Doesn't have to be on you at all, but I do have a camera. Is that something okay having in your car? All right, cool. Sounds good to me. Bag in the back seat?
Yeah.
Alright, well thank you so much for grabbing me.
Yeah, you're right. You've not got an English accent.
I'm from Canada.
Yeah, I can tell.
Alright.
What brings you to North Wales then?
Oh, just on like a 2-3 month long European trip. Documenting hitchhiking.
No, you're kidding.
Been doing it full time for the past 9 months.
No.
Went through all 50 US states, all 10 Canadian provinces, and now here.
How have you found here?
Oh, hitchhiking's been great. People have been friendly.
Has it been fine here? Has it?
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm quite surprised because
my average wait time's been like 10 minutes this whole trip, pretty much. It's people have been okay with picking me up. In a world where people think people won't pick up hitchhikers anymore.
Absolutely, no. You know, when I was young, I used to hitchhike.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
How was your experience with it?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, and I remember having a discussion with work friends, and they were and everybody was under 40, horrified that I used to.
That you used to, yeah.
And horrified that I pick people up.
So you still pick people up?
Yeah.
Everyone you see?
It depends. If I'm going on a longer journey, obviously, because you know.
Yeah.
I tend also, if I see very young people, it's me as well, you know. Real kids that shouldn't really be hitchhiking, you know. So, you don't really see it often over here now.
No, and that's the same most places in the world. It used to be a popular means of transportation, but it's definitely fallen out of fashion.
It was a norm when I was young, you know.
Yeah.
Also, I think young people there didn't have cars, you know, because now if they pass the test, the parents buy them a car. We never had a car when we were young, so it was just the norm. If we wanted to go somewhere, it was
Exactly.
obviously
There's a few more options for public transportation now, where you either have a car or you walk or hitchhike. Before.
Yeah. So which part of Canada are you from then?
I'm from the west coast near Vancouver.
Right.
Have you been to Canada or North America before?
No, I've not been to Canada. Funnily enough, my daughter's flying in there, and then she's going to New Zealand. They've just done her and her boyfriend. They've just done a year in Australia, just working, living in and making money, and they're doing the same in New Zealand. But they're just going to Central America first for a bit of backpacking. And then they're flying into Canada and then to New Zealand.
Very nice. New Zealand's one of the places I haven't been, but it's right at the top of my list for places to go.
My brother's been to Canada and he's been to New Zealand, and he says that if he'd ever leave Wales, those are the two
one of the two?
he'd go to.
But it is beautiful here. I'm loving this coastline. I just went through.
I think Wales has just been voted one of the most beautiful top 10 places in the world or something. So.
There you go. And there's a whole lot of beautiful places in the world, so to be top 10, that's saying something.
Yeah. It's become very popular, I think, with Japanese tourists as well. Our area around Carnarvon. It's become a popular place, you know. But we've got to depend on tourism now. The main industries have gone, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a shame, really.
No, it's where I'm from as well. Like Vancouver Island, tourism's one of your main industries. The other ones are, fishing and forestry.
When we go and buy lobster or crab or anything, mussels, it's all export to France, and I think Brexit is going to be a disaster for us, you know, in North Wales. Well, in Wales generally. I can't believe they voted Brexit.
Yeah, that's the hot topic. Things are a little crazy.
It's absolutely crazy. We depend a lot on European money because it's quite we call it in Welsh difreintiedig, an area of we need European money. So I don't know what'll happen.
Are you from Wales originally?
Yeah, I'm from down the coast. I'm going to see my dad. That's why I'm travelling down there.
Yeah.
And I've been living near Carnarvon for over 33 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's slowly becoming the only area really where you'll hear Welsh, you know. Because Welsh is my first language.
Living around here, do you use Welsh more than English or English more?
Absolutely. Yeah. But just in the area where I live now, Carnarvon on the west coast there. Where I'm going now, where I'm going home, I used to, you'll hardly hear it there. Which is a pity. I mean, people do speak Welsh there, but it's not.
I definitely find it a difficult language. Like when people, even on a repeat after me basis, you say things differently.
Yes. We're very guttural, aren't we? Yeah. I'm sure it would be very difficult. I'm hopeless with languages, just that it was my first language.
Of course,
yeah, I'm sure it is a difficult one to learn.
So what's the long town name? I made a sign for it, like a 50. Yeah, that one. I made the sign for it, and it's like 4 lines long on this huge sheet of cardboard, and hitchhiked through there.
I think it was. I think originally it was some sort of. Somebody sort of invented it for tourism. Selling point.
I think so. I got dropped off there and at the train station and stuff. There's just a constant flow of people going there to take pictures and stuff. But yeah, for someone from Canada, that's a novelty.
Yes. Yeah. So you've not had any bad experiences?
My worst experience is hitchhiking have usually been just people that are scared. Can you see your mirror okay?
Pardon?
Can you see your mirror okay?
Yes, fine.
Just people that are not competent drivers.
Oh,
Yeah.
grief. All right.
They're just all over the
You're
road.
nervous now. You're looking
no,
at the
no,
driving.
you're a good driver. I can tell very quickly if someone is like they know how to drive.
Yeah, it's scary if you're
but you
not.
drive with enough people, and some people aren't going to be good.
Yeah.
Like I've been picked up over 1,100 times in my life, and there's some bad drivers in that.
Yes, I can well imagine.
So that's on a regular basis the scariest part of hitchhiking for me,
Yeah.
where people think it's like a human danger thing. And no, I'm like, no, it's just a driving danger.
Yes,
thing.
absolutely. Yeah.
I've met a lot of interesting characters. There's been
Yeah, I'm
what's
sure.
been with the documentation I make the most viewed one that I have is I got picked up in Oklahoma, United States, and a guy picked me up and we drove past the prison and he said he did some time there, so we're talking about prison stuff, and he's like, yeah, I did 38 years there.
Oh, God.
I'm like, so what did you do to end up
Yeah.
in prison for 38 years? Shot my nephew. Okay. Alright. Guess his nephew didn't make it out of that one, because 38 years, that's a long
That's
time.
long, yeah. And you in America, I was surprised he got out at all. Wow.
I think hitchhiking in the United States, I ran into like just more like out there people at a higher rate than here in Europe.
Yeah.
It seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I suppose different countries, different. You know, you've got a lot of traffic here, and you've a lot of in places. I should imagine. I don't know open. I just imagine in America, or if you were going to Australia or something, you just maybe only see one car for or do you just stick to the cities and the?
I try to avoid cities
Yeah.
just because they're hard to hitchhike out of in the first place. But when I was going around the United States, I was sticking to interstate highways a lot of the time, which are bigger highways and quite often fairly busy. Because you can catch long rides on those highways, and they develop cellular infrastructure. I run my documentary off the cellular mobile network, so it works better if I'm in more developed places.
Yeah.
So
all this is your idea.
yeah, so I did 4 years of hitchhiking before I started documenting it, and then I decided I wanted to show people what it's like, because everywhere I go I get the same, like, you can't hitchhike, people don't pick up hitchhikers,
yeah,
people don't hitchhike anymore, and I'm like, hey, it works great, I love it. I meet some interesting people, I have, like, every day's a new adventure where I don't know what's going to happen, and I just like that, so I decided to show people, and I've been broadcasting it for 9 months, and went
So
from...
how does it pay you? Does it?
So through the people that watch it, it's free to watch,
Yeah.
but people can pretty much voluntarily help support the stream through donations
Nice.
or monthly recurring subscriptions, which
Wow.
costs money as well. And I also make a bit of ad revenue.
And that finances it?
It's
For
enough
you?
to finance the trip, yeah.
This is like being paid for going on holiday, really.
Yeah, for me, this because I love hitchhiking, and now it's my job to hitchhike, so it's
Yeah,
like dream
yeah.
come true for this point in my life. I won't do this forever,
No, but
but for right now, I love it.
it's kind of,
So when I do get out, I'll give you a card and you can find all my
brilliant,
information
brilliant.
there. When I first started, it's like my card was like Trevor Danlock Hitchhiker as my title, and once I started making a little bit of money, I changed it to Trevor Danlock Professional Hitchhiker because it's my profession.
Well, yeah, it is, yeah.
And I don't think there's that many people with that professional title, so I thought I'd switch to that.
So where particularly you stuck to? You've come to Britain, obviously. Where have you done here?
So this trip, I flew from Reykjavik to Bristol.
Wow.
And hitchhiked Bristol down to Cornwall to Land's End.
Wow.
Then along the south coast east, went to Isle of Wight, went to Brighton, went to London, up to the Lake District really quickly, then over east through Newcastle up to Edinburgh, and then up to John O'Groats, northern Scotland, back down through Glasgow, took the ferry to Belfast, Northern Ireland, and then hitchhiked around Northern Ireland, up the north coast, the west coast, down the west coast of Ireland, and then kind of across to Rosslare, and took the ferry to Fishguard, and now hitchhiked up Fishguard to Holyhead.
Yeah.
Started yesterday in Holyhead, and then working my way down now.
That's pretty impressive. How long though?
This trip?
Yeah.
This is day 58. So just under 2 months now. And like 130 something rides.
And you've
Something
gone
like
to
that.
really nice places as well. You know, so do you sort of research, or do you just?
I don't do much research. I kind of just pick a direction and go.
Yeah.
And quite often the people that pick me up are local to that area, and
Yeah.
they'll recommend places, or
Right.
they're going to these interesting places. So I'll just be like, if they're like, hey, check this place out, I'll be like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
I like not having too much of an itinerary or schedule or anything.
Yeah, because then I suppose it's...
Gives me flexibility.
Yeah. I was trying to think of the English word.
But, so if I get any kind of offer or any kind of opportunity, I can always just say yes, because there's nowhere I have to be.
Yeah. So you're heading for somewhere like Chester or somewhere now today, or?
Potentially, and then after Chester, are you close to the English border there at that point?
Yeah. But my dad's place is about 10, quarter of an hour in a car to Chester.
Yeah.
So,
and where are you going again?
I'm going to a place called Rochester.
Oh, that's
near a little town called Mold. Mold's quite interesting, a little market town.
Okay.
Mind you, there's no market there on Monday. Hollywell Mold area I'm going.
Hollywell Mold area. That's before Chester?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the border to England then. And a nice little place is in the Denbighshire Peninsula. You've got Ruthin, that's a nice place. Quite a Welsh place really, market town, Ruthin.
Mm-hmm.
If you were going to go towards, not heading for England, but heading more for Wales, Denbighshire, maybe Ruthin, or what else is there? Well, it depends really. Well, as you say though, it's just St Asaph, Ruthin.
Mm-hmm. What I will say is, it's nice to see the sun today.
Yeah.
I'm not used to seeing the sun.
It's a lovely day today,
Yeah.
What's the weather been like for you to hitchhike?
For the most part, I've been lucky. I haven't had that many days of solid rain. The worst luck I got is I was at Land's End in Cornwall and I got hit with Storm Diana. So, like right at the southwest tip, which it was a southwesterly storm, so pretty exposed there.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've been pretty lucky with the weather.
And do you sort of bed and breakfast, that type of thing, or do you camp?
I sleep in a tent.
Yes, to camp.
Yeah.
Right.
Albeit last night, I was in the town next to where you picked me up, and I ran out of daylight, so I went to a convenience store to grab some snacks for dinner, and it was raining, so I sat in a closed shop, like in their little cubby entrance thing, because they were closed, and I'm like, okay, I'll just shelter here from the rain. No, I wasn't going for money, but they came to like lay an Ethernet cable there, like the owners, and I'm like, oh sorry, because I was sitting in front of the front door, and they're like, no, you can stay there, it's fine. And I'm like sitting there eating, they're like, poked their head out, would you like a cup of tea? And I'm like, oh, I'd love a cup of tea, thank you. And then gave me a cup of tea, they're like, would you like to sit inside and drink a cup of tea? I'm like, oh, that's wonderful, thank you. And then they lived above the store, and they're like, would you like to come over for dinner? I'm like, I'd love to come over for dinner. So I had like a nice chicken roast dinner, so I had a Sunday roast. And they're like, would you like to have a shower? Because I was 6 days unshowered. And I'm like, I would love to have a shower, I smell a little bit. And then they're like, would you like to do some laundry? And since that's going to take a while, would you like to stay the night? I'm like,
you know, lots of that.
It happens fairly frequently, more so when I'm in an international country. In Canada, it doesn't happen that often.
Right.
But when you're like foreign to that country, I think people are more like want to like be good hosts to you or something.
Yes, that makes sense. Oh, it's nice. And people, I think, it's nice to know that you've had a good experience in your country, isn't it? It's a pride thing. It's lovely.
Well, hitchhiking reinforces my my view on society, humans in general.
I think we're inundated with all this bad news.
Yeah.
The media just thrive on bad news, don't they? We don't get the good news stories, do we?
Well, that's because it gets people's attention, and they want to know more information about it. When something bad happens, they're like, they want to know the why, the what, the how. Like they want to know everything about it. If there's a nice fluff piece of story about something nice that happened, they're like, oh, that's nice, and move on with their life.
Yeah.
But bad news gets people's attention. People like drama. So that's...
I was talking yesterday I was talking to my daughter, and I was saying how terrible the world is, and blah blah blah, and she was saying, no, that's something, it's just because you're old. It's just such and it really how to say it, being my faith in young people and humanity, because she was just saying, no, we're not so pessimistic as you, Mum. We're young, and we've got hope. You know? As you get older, you think, oh no, this world is a terrible place.
Mm-hmm.
It's very positive. There are positives in it.
Definitely. But I do think maybe I deal with, like, I get a skewed view of society a little bit because I only deal with, like, the kindest of people, the people that are willing to pick up a complete stranger and help them out.
Yes.
So, like, the people that might not be that kind would never even think about picking me up, right?
Yeah.
So the reality of the world's probably somewhere in the middle. It's not as good as I see it. It's not
it's not
as bad as the media presents it to be. So.
And you never thought of hitchhiking with someone?
I have for very short trips. I do like the freedom of traveling solo because I make weird travel decisions sometimes, just like things that maybe aren't the most rational decisions. But that's okay because it's just me, and any consequences I face for that are just on me.
Yes.
So
and maybe people are more likely to pick up one than two.
Definitely if it's two guys. I've hitchhiked with one guy, one girl, and it can be similar wait times to even shorter. I think they see you as a couple.
Yeah.
And that like eases people's minds a little bit. But I zip around pretty quick. My average wait time in my life's like 20 to 30 minutes. On this trip, it's been more like 10. It's been really quick.
But if you are a rarity, though, you know, have you met other hitchhikers?
I've met other hitchhikers, yeah. And
here?
I haven't seen a single one on this trip. It's also off season, like not many people want to be out and about in the winter.
That's true. Yeah.
With that said, it's been really mild. It's been quite pleasant, actually.
I mean, in France for a month in the van, so that's been nice. I tried to avoid Christmas and the New Year, so me and my husband went in the van to France and travelled around for a month. That was lovely. Only just come back.
How was that trip?
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
We just stayed mainly in the north, Normandy, north of France, as well. It was really nice.
How's your French?
Terrible. I had an app, Duolingo app.
Oh, okay.
I think I was trailing. I was speaking Welsh and Spanish and French to them. But at least I was trying.
Yeah. But you could.
Mon français, très mauvais, terrible. So they like it when you start like that. At least instead of saying, "Oh, I don't speak French."
But you could like order food and stuff like that.
Basics and
And that is a difficulty when I hitchhike through countries where English isn't as widely spoken.
Yeah.
Like the toughest one for me was Russia, because when I was hitchhiking across Russia, essentially barely anyone that picked me up could speak any English, and I couldn't really speak Russian. I learned how to say like, "Hi, I'm from Canada. I'm hitchhiking to Vladivostok," and that's about it. So you have a lot of sitting there not being able to talk, and you don't get the same connection that you would in if you share a language in common.
Strangely enough, a Russian lady came from Moldova, but she spoke Russian. Came to stay with my dad not long ago, and it was obviously she had nothing but Russian, and obviously we didn't have any Russian, and it was very strange. The only way we could communicate was through pictures. I went to just get loads of pictures from upstairs, old photos and things, and try and yes, I can well imagine what it's like.
Yeah, there's a certain amount you can express via just like gesturing and like how you say things and pointing at stuff and pictures. But you can't have a very deep conversation. And then like for Russia, I got like a data sim so I could like Google Translate stuff.
Yes.
But like you have such a basic conversation because you can't get into anything more than just like Q&A.
Really depend on Google being
accurate, because it's not always accurate.
You should see how they try and translate Welsh sometimes. It's hilarious. It's not hilarious really. It's terrible.
I only discovered at the end, and it was kind of neat. You can use it to like, it uses your camera and you can put text through the thing and it translates it on your screen for you.
Yeah.
Of course, very imperfect. I was trying to order or when I got to Vladivostok, I treated myself to a hotel, and it had like a coffee machine, like the automatic ones, and it has a list of things, but I couldn't read the Russian, so I did that on there, and it translated Americano to American woman, mocha to moccasins. Like, you get the point. Like, I understand what you're trying to tell me, but it's not exactly correct.
Yeah, as long as people realise that sort of thing, isn't it?
We're getting close to where you're headed.
Well, not. No, I'm about 20 minutes away.
Okay.
I'm trying to think where would be an interesting place to. Mind you, if you stay on this A55, I suppose you're more likely maybe to get a lift. I don't know either. It's quite dangerous. Yeah, you can't hitch on the actual.
I couldn't stop here and hitchhike. I'd have to be slip roads, or I kind of got away with that bus stop that was no longer a bus stop where you grabbed me.
Well, what you could do, you could come and have a cup of coffee in Dad's, and then, because I'll be going to Mold to do his shopping, so I could drop you off in Mold.
In Mold?
Well, yeah. That's the. I'm trying to think. It's going to be difficult for you to get a lift here.
Do a lot of these roads have like a slip road to get back on the A55 here?
Yeah, they're good.
Because I can hitchhike on slip roads.
I want to go straight to Chester, maybe just. I'm not sure what the law is for hitchhiking on dual carriageways, you know. Do you know what that is?
So it'd be up to the specific highway. I'm not. If it's a motorway, I'm not allowed to be on a motorway,
right.
but it'd be up to the specific. This is an A road.
Yeah.
Be up to the A road whether I'm allowed to be a pedestrian on the highway or not. It's not a hitchhiking thing. It'd be a pedestrian thing at that point.
But I suppose you're more likely to get a lift, I suppose, if you say you were in a lay-by, like I picked you up.
Then you get all traffic, but then you do have fast traffic. So I prefer it's a bit slower. So there's like this slip road that looks like they had a shoulder on it. Like, then you don't get as much traffic, but they're just turning onto the slip road and just starting to accelerate. It's usually the safer place to hitchhike.
You wouldn't want to go.
No, right here would be.
No. There's a place called St. Asaph here.
Yeah.
Where there's a garage and there's. I was just wondering, maybe.
Like a service station on the side of the.
Yeah, and it's not quite. I think it'd be safer to hitchhike.
Okay, yeah. If it's.
Or I can take you to Dad for a coffee and I can drop you off in Mold. But if you want to head for Chester.
I would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind stopping by for a coffee. Like, I'm not in too much of a rush. Like.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah. If that's okay with you.
No, that's fine
and
with me.
You're okay with the camera being around all this stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
When we do get close to that, just let me know, and I do cover the camera just for location stuff, so people don't know the exact locations. But
that'd be totally confused. He's 91 at the best of times. Bring a Canadian with a camera into the house.
Try to and I struggle to. When someone pulls over, I have to explain what I'm doing and have them okay with being around the camera, like in like one sentence that they can kind of understand. And the way I've decided is easiest because it is broadcast as it happens. So I say live video documentary.
Yeah.
That's my line to try and tell people what I'm doing.
Yeah.
There's more to it than that, but like what I do is called live streaming, but people don't know what that word means by and large. So. People know what a documentary is, people know what live is, people know what video is. Hopefully put it together.
And you get lots of people?
Yeah, so now I've got 33,000 followers and usually 300 to 700 people watching in the middle of the day. when I started, it slowly builds up from there. But people from all over the world will watch, see what hitchhiking's like.
Yeah. Do they also watch to see, you know, the places you go to, or?
Yeah, like right now it's out the front window,
Yeah.
so you can see the landscape. So yeah, there's, I guess, two main things people get out of it. It's to see what hitchhiking's like and the people you meet, and that whole experience, but also to just general travel and see what these places are like.
Yeah, I got a good day today. What happens if you're hitchhiking and you open the door and the person says no? Do you not go
Oh,
ahead
to the
and
camera?
then-
Yeah, I'll turn down the ride at that point. Like, I'll thank them
Yeah,
for
yeah,
stopping, but
yeah.
like, since I broadcast the whole day, like I usually sleep in a tent. I turn it on when I'm in my tent in the morning,
Yeah.
and I keep it rolling until the end of the day, just to show the whole experience of hitchhiking, like everything. And if someone's not okay with the camera, which is uncommon, but I understand not wanting to be around a camera. No negative thoughts about someone that doesn't want a camera around them. It's only happened like 14, 15 times in 450 lifts or so I've documented. So it's uncommon, but there's different levels of comfort with the camera. Some people are 100% interested in the camera and want to like ask questions about it and interact with the people that watch and stuff like that. Other people are okay with it, but it's just like kind of there and they'll leave it aside. Other people are okay at being there, but they don't want it on them at all. They just want it in the front window. And then the other end of it is not wanting the camera at all.
What does family home think of all this?
Well, when I started hitchhiking, just because I wanted to start hitchhiking, my mom wasn't very supportive of that. After 4 years of that, I think she was like kind of okay with it, and I only had really good things to say about it. But now that I make something with it, also she can check in on me anytime. I think she's a lot more
she
supportive.
Probably sees more of you than she ever did.
Yeah.
If anything's like my kids.
Now, she wouldn't be watching right now because she's 8 hours behind us, so it's like 3 in the morning there. But she can watch like the VOD, the video on demand of the past day and stuff like that when she does have time. Do you have some kids?
2 daughters.
2 daughters?
Yeah. One is a big traveller.
Okay.
She, as I said, they've just finished a year in Australia.
Oh,
And
yes,
a boyfriend. She was in Glasgow in uni, so she's got a Glaswegian boyfriend. And then she, after she left school, she did a year of voluntary work in Honduras. And of course got the travel bug. And she travels a lot. And then so they made some money in Australia, just lived in, because Australia's, okay, the wages are good, but the cost of living is high there as well.
Yes, it is.
So they did some work in the outback, and now they're heading for New Zealand. So, and then the other girl, the other daughter, much more sensible. she had an apprenticeship, so she works for the National Grid. So she's doing engineering. So that's a good choice. But young people these days, you know, when I was young, you had 100% mortgage, you got a job for life. I was a teacher, and you just worked and paid your mortgage. Well, it's so difficult now to buy a house.
It is.
And social housing since the days of the evil Thatcher. You know, it's a big problem. And young people now, they get a job and then they travel. You'd be surprised. You know, contracts aren't as permanent either, you know, so it's, you know, many young people, they just work for a bit, travel for a bit, work, which is lovely, isn't it? You know, the world is small. So.
If you did it all over again, would you do the same job, house, or would you want to explore more?
No, when I started, don't get me talking about education, your viewing figures have plummeted. When I started teaching, it was fantastic. It was a lovely job, but the education system has gone absolutely nuts, so I left earlier than I should have, really, even though I'm old. You know, earlier so I would not have gone into teaching as teaching is now.
Okay.
But had it been as it was in the beginning, I really loved teaching. And, when as it was 30 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose yes. I travel more. Mind you, I lived out in South America just for 3-4 months. We did travel, and that was 30 years ago. So unusual at that time, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I would really have liked to have travelled more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Save more money. And
I think usually people see the grass is always greener. So if you did travel more when you were younger, you probably would have when you're a bit older, you'd be like, oh, I wish I saved a little bit more for retirement, so I had more stability here, a bit more flexibility. And already me, I'm at 24 years old, and my friends are finishing their university degrees and starting real professions where they're establishing themselves in real jobs, and I'm just hitchhiking around. But of course, when they look at what I'm doing, they're like, we wish we were doing more traveling, stuff like that. And I'm part of my brain's I wish I was setting myself up for a decent career. So grass is always greener.
It's surprising, that the amount of people. Well, I don't know if so much over in Canada, but over here, it became very, very popular to go to uni in the days of Blair, and just schools were made to really focus on the kids going on to university, whereas lots of the kids really, we need practical things done as well. We do apprenticeships and things, there was too much, I think, emphasis on going to university, and I see a lot of kids, they went to uni and they came back and it hasn't really led to anything. Just debt.
Yeah.
Whether they could have started a profession or a career without all the hassles. I don't know. You go to uni isn't the be all and end all either. Especially these days, I think.
It's the same in Canada. In my high school, they really pushed you to go to university for whatever.
Yeah.
Just go to the university, go to school.
Yeah.
And so people just blindly go without actually much of a plan, and then
absolutely
either don't complete it or fail out because they don't know what they want to do.
And the education system really has become a bit blinkered like that, just there are different types of people, different types of kids, aren't there, It's not just this one path.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not going to talk about education.
It's a rabbit hole.
Huh?
It's can delve into it pretty far.
It was strange. Some Jehovah's Witnesses came to the house the other day.
So
we invited them in for a cup of tea, and we realised very early on that he'd given up teaching as well. He was actually a headmaster, and he'd just given up because the system he just didn't. Just like me, was just fuck the system, gone nuts. So we didn't talk about God at all. We just talked about education. Half an hour.
Would you usually do that if someone came, preaching their religion at your door? Invite them in for a cup of tea for a conversation, or?
Yeah, well, it doesn't happen often. Yeah, you're polite, aren't you? You just come in, and just. I think they get the message quite clear that just come in if you want a cup of tea, if you want,
I think that'd be very rare in North America that if someone came at your door and you have another religion or you're non-religious, to actually invite them inside to have a conversation. They just close the door in their face and be I'm not interested.
Mind you, I think it was maybe the fact that conversation turned to education.
Oh, okay,
showed them quite clear that I was really interested in I think it was quite clear, I suppose, in a nice way that we're going to talk education, not religion, I suppose. I don't think I'd really go into the discussing religion, really.
Yeah, and with hitchhiking, there's a few topics that I try to avoid, and religion's one of them.
Yes.
Actually delving into it, we're talking in a general sense about an experience, but it's a touchy subject.
People are
Relig-
either or not. Really.
Yeah. Religion, politics are the big ones I try to avoid.
Yes. Yeah. Have you quite a lot of people over here discussing Brexit at all, or are you just...
It's fairly common, but it's not like majority of cars or anything, but like maybe in a quarter of lifts it'll get brought up, at least briefly, because it is a big...
It's going to be big,
for this whole... So it comes up, and then I don't even know enough about it to have much of a conversation about it, because I don't stay up to date on news, especially when I'm traveling.
Well, yeah.
'Cause I just travel all day, and then I don't stay up to date on current events and everything.
Yeah, I suppose you have sort of snapshots of things when you...
Yeah.
So nobody discussed Trump in America.
You know what? I did 4.5 months of hitchhiking through the United States this spring, from April to September, and barely anyone brought up Trump.
Yeah.
And I think it was because people were tired of talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, it just had been the point of conversation for so long that everyone's just like, let's talk about something else.
Dad has lived all his life in this area.
This looks like a very pretty area.
Yeah. You've got Liverpool, Birkenhead.
Okay.
Over the Wirral over there. Yeah.
Is that a power plant up there?
Oh, most probably. Yeah.
Okay.
This area has changed a lot now where the language is concerned. Mm-hmm. I think Dad might well be one of, if not the last Welsh speaker in the area, whereas, when he was a little boy, everybody would have been speaking Welsh.
Interesting. So, why are some places holding on to the Welsh language more than others?
There's a lot of what we call mewnfudwyr in Welsh, people moving in from England. It began. You've got quite well-to-do areas. You've got and then people leave. So you can see their point of view. Things, I suppose. It's true as well, who were Welsh speakers and then didn't speak Welsh with their children, didn't pass it on.
So
There's a lot of that.
Died
as well.
there, yeah. Are we getting close?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Right, just
Well,
camera right.
5 minutes.
Oh, okay. How far of a drive is it to like what you're talking about over there, being Liverpool and stuff like that?
To Liverpool, it'd be about only about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite close.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a major city, and right here you've got some nice countryside.
Yeah.
Lead mining?
Yeah.
Okay.
So on the sort of the mountains.
I like this road. It's nice
Quite
through the woods.
Yeah. moved to here. What's your name?
Oh, Trevor.
And then taking him to mould. Would you get a lift in mould? I don't. Where's but he's
Generally east.
You should do.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, and people would be going for Chester Way, or
Oh yeah.
wouldn't they? Yeah. That's it.
Hey, my love. Everything you need, yeah?
How's he been then?
He's been good.
Well done.
Yeah. He missed you like crazy.
Oh well.
Didn't you? You missed you missed her.
Anyway, thanks
Have a
again.
nice day. Bye, Ron.
Oh, na chi da, wedyn no, then. And the actual camera isn't on, is it?
No, it's not right now.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Any coffee, black, white?
Black's fine.
Black's fine. You okay? You don't...
I had breakfast, second breakfast. I'm all
right.
fed.
So chi'n cadw ni ond dyd? Chi'n cadw ni ond?
Do.
O dyn, geidwch yn dda, gan y teg. Mae'r genod ma'n dda, chi? I was telling Trevor how you've lived most of your life, in this, all of your life in this area, and how it's changed.
Yeah.
And that you're one of the very few Welsh speakers left.
You tell him I like it too.
And you're not 92 yet. You're not 92 till March. So, you've got a nephew, haven't you, in Canada?
Yeah.
Haven't you? David lives in Canada, doesn't he? Where does he live? Victoria?
Really?
Where does David
Victoria?
live? Victoria, Maya?
I don't remember.
I'm really surprised. I'm sure in Victoria, Maya, Victoria area.
That's. I'm from Vancouver Island, which is
Right.
that's where I'm from. So it's just
Do
a
you know
couple hours north of
Vancouver?
there.
Vancouver?
No.
No.
Well, Victoria's on Vancouver Island.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Victoria's on Vancouver Island.
Yeah. So island on the west coast. Yeah, that,
I'm
unless
sure.
it's a different Victoria.
No, it rings a bell, Victoria, i fi.
You remember that's right.
I'll have a look at I'm sure we got it at... Sgech chi gyfeiriad, rwle? Sgech chi gyfeiriad? Y gyfeiriad, o?
Oh.
Would it be in the address book?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have a look. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to you. Did you want milk?
Black's fine.
Black? No, I love it. Do you
No,
want?
it's all good.
Yeah?
Yeah, just black's
I'm
fine.
glad, I'm glad. I've just got to see if
It's okay if I have
Yes.
the video just on me, this way? Alright.
And I have this one.
You're waiting now.
Sorry.
You're waiting now. You're waiting now.
Waiting now?
Yeah.
For...
For the sound to come.
Oh yeah, for this. Yeah, no, he's doing the recording.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing, isn't it?
So, we have people that watch what I do all over the world.
All over the world watch what he does.
It's an envelope.
Ah, is that? I'll just see in case it's here. I'll make you the coffee first.
No, it's not in.
It's not in the book, no. You wouldn't know where the envelope is, though, would you, Dad?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's in that area. I'm sure he's in the Vancouver, Victoria area. Well, Vancouver Island, Victoria is.
Yeah. Which is cool. That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
Not too many people. Vancouver Island. It's kind of a
Yeah.
long, skinny island. Pretty small.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure, isn't it?
Nice place.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the coffee.
Oh.
And thank you for welcoming me into your home. I appreciate that. I bet you didn't expect this.
No. Fair play. That'll play.
It's on the.
Dwi'n ma'r fama yn y lle dal tost.
Ar y plat.
Ar y plat.
Ich ben het.
Na, beth. Wylech chi chi'n debach? Ar fan hyn?
No.
Drws nesa?
No, for that.
Wylech chi wan? Dwi'n siŵr i syth drosodd yn ôl peth.
Start speaking Welsh. Give me some Welsh words. Help. I need somebody help. Not just anybody to chat. Sorry about the connection stuff. It's questionable in this area. It's way too hot. It is quite hot. It'll cool down. Don't burn your tongue. What if I like that? What if I enjoy that? Was her father? Yes, it is.
Alright. He's moved, I think, is he? Anyway, there we are. Dial, Dad. There we are.
Oh, Surrey. Okay. Yeah, it's just outside Vancouver.
Ah, is it?
Yeah. No.
Alright.
You make a copy of that.
Oh, no, where is it going? No, he's just having a look.
Yeah.
So it is,
that's quite close. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there we are.
just so that's on the mainland part of Canada, but
right.
it's outside Vancouver. So
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not far from where we are.
It's
In
close.
relative, so, I mean, their far is...
Yeah, like Canada's 7,000 kilometers long.
Yeah, your close
from
is
east
different to
west.
our close. Their close is different to our close, and dydy, chyba mae gwlad nhw gymaint mwy, yn dydy. But, yeah, David's lived there for years, hasn't he, Dad? For 40 years. David's lived there 30, 40 years, hasn't he? Yeah,
He's the
35
daughter of one of my nieces.
35 years in there, and oh yeah. He's been there a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And what's his relation?
He's your niece's son, isn't he? He's your niece's... No, your cousin's.
No.
He's your cousin's son.
Niece's son.
Niece's son.
Niece's
Yes.
son. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been quite surprised in Wales, especially. everyone seems to know someone from Western Canada.
Ah.
And I've met so many people that have relations or friends or something on Vancouver Island, which is a really obscure place. Most people haven't even heard of Vancouver Island,
Right.
let alone know people there.
Ah.
It's been interesting to me how many people
Oh, that's interesting.
have been, know people, or
Yes.
family or something in that part of Canada.
It's quite, yeah.
I just would
Yes, I suppose it is strange when you meet somebody Canada and, oh yeah, we know somebody who's, not quite down the road, but yeah. And David's got something, he does something with computers, doesn't he, David? That's his line of work, isn't it? Something to do with computers. Setting websites and that type of things, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And doing websites and that type of thing. Just set up his own business, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which at the time, I suppose, 25, 30 years ago was more unusual, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, would start right at the start of the whole...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the family are in Bristol, the rest, his mother, and because you were saying Trevor's been to Bristol, he's been hitchhiking in Bristol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's been in Bristol in the last few months.
Oh.
Yeah. He's been in Cornwall, he's been in Glasgow, he's been in Edinburgh, he's been in the Lake Districts. Yeah, amazing. Ireland, Pembrokeshire, Holyhead. Amazing, isn't it? Isn't it? And he's been doing this for 4 years, hitchhiking, and yeah.
4 years, 27 countries now.
27 countries.
27.
He's nearly done as many countries as Mally. That's my daughter who travels.
Oh, yeah?
No, I don't think she's... Well, I don't know. Yeah. I'll make it... So I'm going to take him to Mould when I do your shopping, Dad. So I'll make a list of what you want. Da chi eisiau rhywbeth... Sgech chi barn? Da chi'n diw i gael barn o gwbl yn siop sel ag an? Yn di bosib iawn, cos mae'n... Ti'r deuddegfed mae'n dod allan, ynddo? So na fynd i siop nhw hefyd.
Yeah.
So...
Dyn nhw'n agor ar y llun.
O ie, dwi'n meddwl bod nhw, dwi'n meddwl nhw'n cael... Ni fe'n ei checio, ie, Dad. Allai fynd fori fydra hefyd. Allai bicio na fori fydra. So, make a shopping list and... Be ydych chi eisiau? Peth arferol, Dad? You want me to go to the butcher? Chi eisiau mynd i'r cigydd? Ydych chi'n iawn? Na ni, mel a marmalade. O na, chi'n iawn, chi'n iawn, Dad?
Mel.
Wel, chi'n bad. Uwd?
Uwd.
O, uwd, na ni. Ond y peth arferol, ia?
Ie.
Butcher, neu ydych chi'n iawn? Be ydych chi eisiau?
Chops.
Chops. Stewing steak? Stewing steak? Neu just chops?
Chops.
Chops. Ddim eisiau dan y ham?
Na.
Cyw?
Na.
No. Na ni.
You come across many people who talk Welsh.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
many. Not many. I don't think. Well, they wouldn't. I'm trying to think if I ran into people from Wales at all in other countries. I haven't run into that many.
No.
Like almost everyone who's picked me up in Wales has been from Wales and can speak Welsh.
Oh, right, right.
Almost everyone. A few exceptions. So places I've been, it still seems to be widely spoken.
Oh, well done.
But outside of Wales,
No.
I can't say I've ran into
No.
many people that could speak Welsh.
No.
Yeah.
But it's quite a positive thing for us, isn't it? Because I was complaining to him that nobody speaks Welsh anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy that you've met people and they do,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It's the Welsh education system. People have had Welsh education, haven't they, Dad? But then they don't use it, do they?
No.
As a living language, you know. That's maybe so. Quite a few people would say, yes, I speak Welsh, but I don't use it, and maybe. I was telling Trevor that when you were a little boy in this area, everybody would speak Welsh, wouldn't they?
Yes.
And it's difficult to find anybody now, isn't it?
And that's only a few years ago.
You know, only 91 years ago, that, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I suppose in the last...
All the schools were English, you see.
When you were a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it like the further away from England you get, the more Welsh speaking? Because we're quite close to like
To
you're
the
talking
border
about
now,
the
yeah.
border.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of English people
Yes.
living here.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
And
if you
it's
get
slowly...
to pushing further
Yes,
in, okay,
yes.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was telling Trevor how lots of young people, though, are not going to the cities now, aren't they? So Cardiff, for instance, there are more Welsh speakers using Welsh in Cardiff now because they've come from here
Okay.
to and gone for work to the cities, you know, gone to Cardiff, and
Yeah.
so there's quite a few Welsh speakers in Chester even now, aren't
And,
there?
no roads, north and south.
Bit of
No roads north and south. Main roads.
yeah. The roads down to the south are
Mhm.
pretty bad. Yeah, A470. Yeah, you know, because when we came back from France, we just came all the way up from Folkestone, all the way just hit the motorways, you know. Yeah, because yeah. But if we had a big motorway from north to south, Dad, what would happen?
Yeah.
So maybe being a hidden gem maybe is the better.
We have the same little problem with Vancouver Island. It's an island, so you take a ferry there. Everyone hates the ferry.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, why don't we put a bridge?
Yeah.
It'd be a long bridge,
Yeah.
but then it would lose the island
Yes.
charm, and a lot of more people would come
Yes.
there.
Yes.
So you lose the
Uniqueness of it.
of the place if you
Yeah.
have easy transportation
Yes.
to this place.
Yes.
Um,
So in that respect, the A55 has been a bad thing, hasn't it? You know,
Yeah.
it's controversial, but the A55, the road I picked you up on,
Northern Ireland.
yeah, that now, the A55 is bringing a lot of people easily, and they basically from Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool. So, you know, and yet I was telling Trevor, tourism is the main industry run, and there's any other industry, is there?
No.
So, swings and roundabouts.
mhm.
And, so we're trying not to talk of Brexit either, Dad. And yeah. And Dad is an example of, everybody's been blaming the old generation for Brexit, haven't they, Dad? Well, Dad is an example of an old man who did not vote Brexit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Young people don't vote Brexit.
Oh, young people didn't, no. If they had any
They
sense.
don't vote at all.
Well, no, that's true. That's
This is
true.
a problem.
Yeah, that is true.
Young people don't vote much.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, but I was telling Trevor, I had a chat with Martha Ddoe. She's on the engineering course this week. And anyway, I was talking to her yesterday, I was telling Trevor, and she was telling me that I was too pessimistic about the world. And it's nice to know that the young people are optimistic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Cysio bara? Oes? The usual harvesters, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm. Be am pethau bathroom? Chi eisiau shaving gel neu shavers neu beth felly?
Dwi eisiau...
Sebon?
Ie,
Sebon?
Sebon.
A be am pethau golchi? O na, chi'n oce. Sebon yn ni. Chi'n eisiau gel? Eillio? Fi hwnna ni jyst neud y peth cyffredin. Mynd i edrych. Mynd i edrych, Dad.
So you've lived in this home for, was it 13 years? In this house?
20 years.
20 years, yeah. But before that, you still lived in this area?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Your whole life?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
whole life.
What was your profession
Profession?
when you were
School teacher.
Oh, you were a school teacher as well. Okay. Did you enjoy
As
it
well?
as your daughter?
No. Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it more than she does.
Yeah.
What was that? So we're into education again.
Yeah.
Gone in,
Well, I asked him about what he did.
Yeah, he was a
He was
headmaster.
school teacher, and you said you used to like it back then. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
it was different when you were.
It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
I was telling Trevor some Jehovah's Witnesses came over to the house and we asked them in, but we didn't discuss God at all because he had given up education. He was a headmaster and he'd given up his job as a headmaster. Fair play to him. And because of the system that, so we talked about education for 3/4 of an hour, I'm sure, instead of talking about God. Yeah. But
Who's this?
this lad who came to the house. Oh yeah. And was when Dad was a headmaster, you ran your own ship, basically, didn't you?
Yes.
And
Well, you understood the children.
yes, yeah,
And you got to know them.
yes, yeah.
But,
The system now, you've got this high, this tier of management.
yeah.
It's true in many jobs, I think. A tier of people who think they know better, basically, and not even in the school, are they? And most of them are failed teachers anyway. It's controversial. And I used to come home, didn't I, Dad, with little booklets like this, didn't I?
Yeah.
Tests for 6 and 7-year-olds, and they'd have to sit 4 of them at the end in May and June. Well, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You were horrified when I used to bring them home. Bring them home. Look what they've got to do today, Dad. Yeah. There's nothing like that, is there? But you enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I was helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been retired how many?
They all remember me.
Yeah? They all came to your 90th birthday party? Didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So chi'n mysio byd arall ond yn byd o'n i'n gallu gweld, ydych chi eisiau?
Na, gwrs.
Na ni.
Do'n i cofio ni ori.
Ia, os oes yna rhywbeth munud ola, allai fo i pigo allan fori, ddod o?
Ie.
O, mae gen i bapur newydd hefyd. Mae gen i ôl i chi. Dwi'n dod a fi stopio'n y garage ar y ffordd, so wna i ddod â papur newydd i chi.
Papur.
Telegraff na beth, ie.
Telegraff. Ie.
Oce te, so wna i fynd i Wyddgrug. Neu
Ie.
gymryd Trevor i Wyddgrug.
Ie.
Gan obeithio gyda lift fanna. Neu fyddai'n gorau cymryd yr holl ffordd i Lerpwl. I was telling him, I'll take you to Mull for a lift, otherwise I'll have to take you all the way to Liverpool. I'm going to newspaper then. I'll go in the can. Okay. Yeah, right, just leave it there, yeah, okay. Felly, just beth yr arferol, ia, Dad?
Ie.
Mae'r hogia wedi bod yn siop i chi, do?
Ie.
There we are. And you're okay, Dad? Na chi?
You have a dog.
He has a dog as well. Yes,
Oh,
I have a dog. Oh, yes, yes. Morsi. He's pill. You have to give them 20 more than 24 hours, but less. We went on the Euro tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Took the van through the Euro tunnel, and this is John. I'm into. Hi, John. You okay?
How are you doing?
I'm okay, thanks. The van went well to France.
Very good, very
Yeah.
good. I was asking your dad how
Yeah.
things went. Look.
The only thing about
Yeah,
this is Trevor. He's doing a hitchhiking blog.
Oh, right.
I've just taken him for a cuppa with Dad.
Very good.
Yeah, everything went fine.
Very good. Very
Yeah,
good.
the only thing that the gas starter of the heater broke. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So we were stuck in. We had to find electric points. You know, that was the only downside. But no, the van itself went really well.
Oh, so you enjoyed
Yeah,
yourself?
yeah. I have to do it again next week.
Well, that's it. Okay. Take care. See you.
Thanks, John.
So that would be the local pub.
That's the local pub. Yeah, one of the very few local pubs left these days. Yeah. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many. It's really difficult to run a pub now. You have to offer something like food or, you know. When I
Can't
was
just be
young,
drinks anymore.
When I was young, pubs were the places you went, but it's not so much now. Drink at home, I think, you know, and young people drink at home and then go out late, you know, clubs, that type of thing.
Yeah. That's not me. I don't stay up very late, and I don't drink very much.
Very sensible.
It's not very exciting though.
No, very sensible though. Do you walk? I mean, you know, silly question, though, but if you don't get lifts, I mean, do you walk a lot in a day?
Depends. Like
Yeah.
usually on the narrow roads here, I prefer to not walk down the roads with the fast speed limits on the narrow roads. I'll find a safe place to hitchhike and stay there
Right.
until I catch a lift.
Yeah.
And the longer I wait, the more determined I am to get a lift from that location. So it depends. Usually I walk from hitchhiking spot to hitchhiking spot. Like I'll get dropped off somewhere. It's not good for hitchhiking, so I'll have to walk X
Yes.
amount of
Yeah.
distance to find another safe place to hitchhike. So the more lifts I catch that day, usually the more I walk. Or if I find an interesting place, then I'll walk around that place.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think hitchhiking is as difficult as people think it is. I
You've been quite lucky, I think, generally,
Yeah.
being over here. Because
Small town still.
yeah, it seems. It's. I'm almost surprised it's much busier than towns of our way, you know. Especially as I said on market days, I mean, it's easy to get. Do you want to go into mode itself, or do you want to get a hitchhiking point?
I think I'll continue hitchhiking.
Yeah, yes, I'll take you to the garage. So you've got the garage here, and you've got that road that way is your best bet, because
Okay.
you're going towards Queen's Ferry, and possibly people will be going for Flint and Chester. It's a
Alright.
possibility, you know.
Yeah, I'll check out, see what's in the area. The map.
Well, nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you as well.
And I hope I'm brought you to the back, not to the back of beyond.
Whatever. I'll figure things out no matter where we are. If you want to
Alright.
see what I make,
Cool.
everything's on that card.
Brilliant, brilliant.
So,
Yeah,
and my contact email if you did want to get in contact with me for whatever reason. It's all on there.
brilliant.
All right, well, thank you so much for the lift and
Well, there's been-
bringing me over for a
No,
cup of
you're
coffee.
all right.
I
It's
do
been,
appreciate that.
Profiad, we'd say in Welsh. Experience.
An experience has been for me. All right, well, thank you.
Don't forget your bag.
Yeah, I'll need that one. Need that bag.
Good luck.
I got pens, yeah, so I can write something new on it. Chester. All right, thanks again. See ya. It's a shame there's no awkwardness. Or you just think everything's awkward. Give her a card? I did. Where do I want to sit to establish where I'm at? Also, my modem went down to H+. We probably had 4G here in this one. So I'll need to restart it at some point. Let's get this up. I'll see you. I'm not seeing it. How many cards do you have left? I don't know, maybe just under 100.
Remember me? Yes, I do, Mushy. Of course I do. Or say Happy New Year. Last time I was on stream and the night before last. Yeah, I remember you. Did I call from that 18? I didn't give her my number. She has my email though, and my Twitch stream. She found the Twitch stream. I'd figure out where I am. And then once I figure out where I am, I can figure out where I'm going. Once I figure out where I'm going, I can go there. Alright, where am I? That's not where I am. That's where I am. People have all those hunters where I still follow your trips through Twitch. Definitely some, because they'll stop in and say hi. But yeah, I'm not sure. A lot of people watch Twitch and they don't talk, which is fine. Oh, this town has a McDonald's. Yeah, I should definitely have 4G in this town. Instead, I just have H+ right now, so I'll probably have to restart my modem somewhere here. Anyway, to Chester, that general direction, yeah. I kind of decide what I want to actually do with myself, though. I was thinking, like, maybe if I'm going to Dover, somewhere I haven't really been is Eastern England. So I just go straight across Great Britain. You go, like, oh, it'd be straight east. To Boston. I don't know, somewhere over there. And then go around the East Coast, around there, and then end up in Dover. Maybe do something like that. Sleeping in bed last night. I slept on a couch. Liverpool. I don't like big cities. How much data you use a day? It depends what bitrate I'm streaming at, but at like 700 bitrate you'll use, what, like half a gig an hour? So just times that by however many hours you stream, but that's the lowest bitrate. I just really don't have interest in cities. I was gonna go straight east. Wow, there's a web of roads